Good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's cold on the East Coast after a massive snowstorm, but we are here and we are meditating. I'm Reverend Rob Banashak, and this is our spin into stillness. That time midweek that we make for ourselves to pause, to reflect, to relax, to regroup, to reinvigorate, all of those things. And we do it together in this community, and we have created this beautiful space to do all of those things together and still address our individual needs and really have a very specific conversation with our deep self, our divine me, that voice within, the higher self, however you want to look at it or understand it. But it is that conversation that we have with the deepest part of ourselves, and that we share it as a community. And now that I remember, if this is your first time, welcome. And regardless of what time this is that you've been here, what number of times, please remember to like this video, like it on YouTube, like it on Facebook, and subscribe to each of those pages as well. So, we meditate, but we start by setting an intention. So this is just our examining of ourselves, our week, our interests, our journeys, and deciding why we are here meditating this evening specifically, and what we might expect or want, desire, or are working with that we hope to achieve and manifest as a result of being here tonight. And this could be anything from, more relaxation. Maybe we want to create more space for meditation in our week, and so we're hoping that this inspires us to do that. Or we could just need some peace in ourselves. Let peace begin with me. That is the theme for this year. There's so much going on. It is a crazy world, and it is sometimes hard to maintain that sense of peace within ourselves. But when that happens, we have to find those things in our lives that bring us peace. Throw on things like massive snowstorms and incapacitation and not being able to get places, and being cold, and having all of those things that happen as a result of the cold. It makes it even more challenging, and I am thoroughly aware of this. But it's more of an opportunity for us to connect together and to find that space that we find joy. It's okay to find joy in times of chaos. It is okay. It's advisable. It's encouraged to find peace during times of chaos, because we have to then be the examples of the peace that we want to see in the world. So mini sermon there, but just remember that when we are here meditating together, when you're meditating alone, always remember to look for that peace within your heart. Whenever our gut reactions are to react with fear, or with hate, or with disgust, with anything that is anything but love, this is that time to dig deep and find the love that we all say that we are here looking to discover and rediscover and share. So let's set that intention, whatever it is for you, whatever you would like to see experienced with you as a result of your meditating right now, this week, this time. And again, if you want to write it, I prefer to write them on these little slips of paper, because if we were together, of course, I would gather those papers and we would send them off into the flames. We would set that intention, and then we would let our intention go. We would allow the universe to bring it back to us in whatever way works best for us, maybe in ways we hadn't even thought. So in that process, because we are doing this via the internet, I'm going to write one that serves as a proxy for all of the intentions that we're setting. I'm going to write everyone's intentions, and then I'm going to add that to the bowl of burning flames that we have each week following meditation. So go ahead. So I've written mine here, as you can see, and then I've written one that says everyone's intentions. I don't know if you can see it here on the red piece of paper, but that's what it says. And so if you have written yours down, maybe you want to hold it in the palm of your hand as you meditate so that you can add energy to it, so you can send that energy this way and add it to that little ticket that says everyone's intentions. But we've articulated something. We have stated our wants, our desires, our heart's desire for the universe. I know quite often I am not very clear with my highest self, with what exactly I want or need. And so having this opportunity to set that intention, to make that statement, is really, really important. So that's part one. Part two is we draw an oracle card from the Star Codes Astro deck. I still love this deck. We still have yet to go through it. And I'm open to a new card set when I find it. I've got a couple that I might check out that I've been getting some information about, but for now it's the Star Codes Astro deck, and we draw this card to get a little bit more information. So we've set an intention, and then this card that we draw has a name to it, and then it also has a theme for what that card archetype is, and then we're going to read a little bit more about it in the book. So you've got all these ways that this card and its information, whether it's the artwork or the identifying theme or the the corresponding passage, all is more information about how our intention can be manifest, what we can meditate on to work with in tandem with our intention, or maybe to get a different perspective on that intention, maybe to get a wider view or a more zeroed in view of how we might reach that intention. So think of it less as a mystical experience, if that's not your thing, and more of a creative prompt, more as a little tap on the shoulder to think about something using the information that we get from the card, that you feel from the card. So I shuffle, and then we draw the top card. I'll draw the top card on all of our behalf. And that one card then ends up addressing all of the intentions that we have individually sent out, or that we have individually stated. So that's why I love this, because as a community, we get one card, and that card is speaking to all of us about our own unique experiences in life, our own unique journeys. And again, if you've liked and subscribed, fabulous, wonderful. You might want to leave a comment. Let me know you're here. Say hello, put it in the comment section of either YouTube or Facebook, and let us know that you're here. How is this working for you? How are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying it? What are you learning from your own meditation experience? How is it helping you get insight to your journeys? Have you had any interesting or profound experiences while you've meditated and had that interaction with your deep self? All of those things worthy of some comment in the comment section. But of course, you can just say hello as well. All right, I think we have shuffled, and now I'm going to draw that top card that we all know and love, and that card for this week is... Okay, well, great card. We've had it before, but wow, if there's a card to get again, this is the one. It is Jupiter. Abundance. Abundance. Who doesn't want abundance at the start of the new year? In our first few months of the new year. I know, I do. I know, that sounds just wonderful. So I'm going to put the card up for all of us to view as I read about it. And so as I put the card up, take a look. What is the artwork saying to you? Are there symbols in the card that mean something to you? Is there anything that I'm reading that helps you see your intention in a new way or a different way? And there is that beautiful card, Abundance, card number 23. So you see the cornucopia there, you see the rings around the planet. So this is really a cool thing. And I don't know about you, but I love abundance of the things that I love. So this is how we get there. Jupiter, abundance. Jupiter symbolizes how we expand our world through education, law, philosophy, travel, abundance, and an expansive spirit. Jupiter, the traditional ruler of Sagittarius and Pisces, is a huge gas giant, 2.5 times the volume of all of the other planets put together. It takes 12 years to circle the zodiac, spending roughly 1 year in each sign. Named for the ruler of all the gods and surrounded by 79 known moons, Jupiter never does anything in small proportions. The action of this card, think bigger. This scenario, the one that you've intended on your little slip of paper, requires you to be expansive and forgiving. Deal with it in a spacious, curious, fair, and philosophical way. Think globally. Bring in contributions from all around the world. Consider traveling physically or traveling with your senses by listening to music from a less familiar culture or tasting their food. Talk to people who grew up in a circumstance foreign to you and get their viewpoint. Diversify your perspective and that of your team to discover the missing pieces needed to make up a larger whole. Engage in abundant optimism. Get the word out through generosity, give abundantly, and goodwill comes back to you. Invest in education, publication, and broadcasting. Just be careful that your generosity is actually helping the recipient and not enabling or burdening them. Ask what would really help. Jupiter's energy needs a big room and an audience, but it can overshadow important people in more intimate circumstances. Watch that your expansive capacity does not cramp the experimentation of beginners or crowd-beloved introverts. Notice where you might overwhelm the people you love and give them room for their more subtle style. If you are the one being so overwhelmed, appreciate your own value. Expand in ways that work for you, and let the person with Jupiter energy do their thing. The challenge of this card: Jupiter can bring too much of a good thing or leave people feeling overwhelmed. Watch out for magical thinking and a Pollyanna avoidance of problems. The gift of this card: give and you shall receive. Jupiter calls you to expand your worldview. So reach out and feel at one with the whole universe. Well, that's a perfect meditation image, I think. So, it's that time. Let's get comfortable. Settle in, find that place where you are relaxed, yet energized. We're going to start by taking some breaths together. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. Excuse me. We're going to relax with those breaths. So our first 2 breaths are going to have our eyes open. We're going to breathe in fully, and then we're going to hold on for a moment, and then we're going to exhale fully. And then on that last breath that we exhale, you can allow your eyes to flutter closed and then go. If you want to just kind of look up toward the center of where your third eye is as you close your eyes, that helps keep you more alert and focused instead of kind of allowing them to roll back and fall asleep. So if that makes sense. So let's breathe together. Make sure my music is good here. So let's inhale and hold and exhale slowly. Inhale again and hold and exhale slowly. And inhale one more time and hold and exhale slowly. I have the card up there by itself. Just allow our breath to return to a natural and comfortable pace, but you want to remember to breathe in and out fully. Each time we breathe in and out, we relax our bodies more and more. More and more relaxed. And with our eyes closed, we are in that space of comfortable and safe darkness. So we're floating in this dark space. Without our bodies, we've just entered this space as our mind, as our imagination. Floating so gently. More and more relaxed. And in this space of gentle darkness and safety, our pains in our bodies, our stresses and anxieties in our mind, and our hurts and traumas as emotions are just on hold. You've made the time for yourself to search for peace, to have a dialogue with your deep self. So let's really shelve all of our discomforts, uneases, diseases, to fully embrace this beautiful moment of floating in our internal universe. Slowly and gently, and as we are in this space of safety and darkness, we feel or see or hear a beckoning to go a little deeper and discover even more about ourselves. So in our mind's eye, we are going deeper within ourselves. And the beckoning is calling to us as a light, or as the noise of a ping or bell, maybe the tones from the drum that I'm playing are calling you in. calling us more and more deep into ourselves. Until we recognize that voice. We recognize that presence. For it is our deep self. It is the divine me. And it is absolutely beautifully breathtaking to encounter this divine me. As we're here with the divine me who's brought us, drawn us in, and who makes us feel safe by holding our hand or giving us an embrace, anything that is uniquely that gesture of safety and love from the divine me, which is of me, and yet it is greater than me. This divine me is so glorious and so moving as we recognize it as us, as I recognize the divine me as me. I'm both humbled and utterly in awe and pride of this divine me. And the divine me invites me to reflect for a moment on my intention that I wrote down. And to consider for this moment any limited thinking, any thoughts or ideas that do not and include a response of abundance to that intention. Any thoughts of lack around that intention that may prevent me from feeling the divine me's complete and utter assurance that our intention is indeed coming to fruition simply because we had the courage to state it. The divine me is the truth with a capital T in our lives. It is always telling us exactly what is best for us because it is who we are. The divine me is me. And now that I've thought of any limiting ideas about my intention, the divine me encourages me to reflect on anything that I might do or acquire or experience to help me reach that intention. And as I do this, the divine me beckons me toward a portal in this beautiful universe within. And I see that portal form. And as I'm drawn toward it with the divine me, and I look through this portal, and I am drawn through the portal, I am suddenly in a space where all of my best ideas and resources are flowing like rushing rivers to help me manifest that intention, or at the very least, move a step toward that intention. If I need baby steps, but this abundant treasure room is all I need. It's a treasure room of all of the thoughts and ideas and people that will help me if I seek them, if I ask, and if I believe and trust in me and them. It's a cornucopia of magic and abundance, of thoughts, of creations, of art that is within us, expression, divine expression, flowing like a room full of beautiful bright gold and delicious, savory and sweet foods that we can actually nourish ourselves with in order to make that intention happen. And that divine me encourages us to take a thought, to take a bite of something, or to take a treasure with us to put in our metaphorical, metaphysical pockets. That's going to be a tent pole, a guidepost on the way to achieving that intention, and to take it with us, either by taking a big bite or a big sip, or throwing that treasure gem into our pocket. This is our strength. This is what we are supposed to think of as we manifest through that intention this week. Think of the beautiful bite of your favorite food, or your sip of your drink, or the brightness of that beautiful gem that you hold in your non-physical hand. Cherish it, feel it. Let us thank the divine me for this gift that unlocks our way forward. And let's begin to float back to our bodies with gratitude and with hope and with peace in our hearts that whatever is good for us, we can help be good for others. Floating more quickly back through that universe within, and we see our bodies within our mind's eye, and we want to just go back and reanimate that beautiful body of ours. So we slip back into it like a breath. And we feel our physical self again by experiencing that breath. There it is, as it's inhaling and exhaling, as it has been doing since we have been here, keeping us tethered to this world. Inhaling and exhaling. And we return like that breath through our body as it becomes more animated, and it is free from pain and angst, at least for these moments, as we are energized and healed by this journey into the abundance of Jupiter. And we are so ready to come back, so ready to get on with our evening or our day whenever you're experiencing this. So we want to take our 3 quick breaths to come back fully. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. one more deep and wonderful breath as we exhale and find ourselves back fully, feeling alive, feeling tingly and excited to begin seeing all that we need to become aware of how exciting and how wonderful and how fulfilling this journey can be when we apply ourselves, when we listen to that divine me, and when we do what the divine me has suggested that we do. So the rest of it is up to you. We're going to toss these into the flames just like we do every week so that they can go out into the universe. My little candle has gone out. So I throw mine in, and then I throw everybody's in together. There it is. There they are, both together, blending, coming together. That's everyone's intentions. That's just as if you've let me collect it from you and toss it in. There's a little more to burn there. And there it is. And there we are. Just a few minutes to be with yourself, to get some messages, and to let those messages come directly from the divine me. Because, as we have said every week, getting that piece is so important. Let's check out the chats and the comments. Hello, Sue and Kathleen. Thank you once again joining on Zoom, which anybody can do. Once I post that on my website, so you can check that out. Let's check out the other sites. I know y'all watch. Saying hello would be great. Would love to hear from you. But if not, that's fine too. But just so I know you're here. Just so I know you are here. And if I don't see you, if I don't acknowledge you, or if you've joined and I don't acknowledge that, please know that if you say something, I'll still respond to it. I love to respond to your comments. I promise I do. And I don't think that I see anybody up right now. And I apologize if I've missed you. Oh, there's Alex. Hi, Alex. Good to see you. Thank you for saying hello. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that's joining us. And if I've missed you, hi, Alex. Good to see you. Know that I'm so great saying hello. And it is time to sign off. And again, find that peace in our hearts. Let peace begin with me always. Have a great night. Be glorious. I love you. And I will meet you back here next week when it is going to be February already. So, that's it. Be well. Let peace begin.